What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jordan Tran, aka Tran the Man. Now, you guys see me. Now, if you guys saw my last two tutorials, I've shown you guys how to make a flower cuff, and I believe it was a candy crown. Today, guys, I'll be teaching you how to make the Parasquare. Now, I know this one doesn't usually, it's not as popular as like the singles, but today I'll be teaching you guys how to make this Parasquare bracelet. It's simple, it's classy, and it's really easy to make. Before we do anything, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and give this video a thumbs up, and then yeah, we're gonna get this video started, and then I'll show you guys what kind of supplies you'll need. Okay, so for this tutorial, you'll need colored beads of your choice. So today we're gonna be using black and cranberry, dark cranberry. But also that you'll need some string of your choice. Doesn't matter if it's the white elastic or black elastic string. Just any elastic string will do. And obviously scissors. But if you're gonna be making this, to all you young kids out there, ask your mom or dad or grown up to help you with these. So the first thing we'll be doing is the how to make obviously the squares. Now for like this one, you'll need like 4 of each color. Like I said, we'll be using the black and the red. So for the string, you're only gonna need, for like the squares, you're only gonna need like this much of the string. So for the square part, you'll notice here there are 8 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're only gonna need 8 beads for one square. So we're gonna take the red. So we have 1. Actually, let's just put this here to show you. So we have 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So you should end up like this. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna tie it both ends of the string, and then tie to like either a double or a triple knot. Normally people do it in a double knot. I always like to do it in a triple knot, just to be a little secure and stuff. Oops, I did not do that properly. Oops. Now, once we have our knot, you want to like fix the beading. So this is what the square should look like. So once we have that, you're gonna cut off the leftover string. Oops. Okay, so it should end up like this. Now we're gonna continue with this. Make sure you do the same thing with your second color. Gather. So make sure you get a little piece of string, like so. Put your second color in the string, like so. Then once you have all your beads, whoops. So once you have all your beads like this, tie it the same way we did with the red. The same thing with this one. Triple, double knot, doesn't matter. And then okay, so once you fix your beading, once you have that, cut it off. And then you're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna continue with the squares and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished the squares and you notice that the squares is like 4 of the cranberry and the 4 blacks, or 4 of each, or the 4 of the colors that you have chosen. Now, for the string, you probably need this. No, I'm just kidding. For the string, you don't really need that long of a string. And I'll explain to you. You probably need about this much. And you probably need to cut it into like 2 different. You probably need to cut it into 2. And I'll explain it with an example. So, I'll put this down. The reasons for it is because if you take a look here in this Parasquare, you'll notice there are 2 different strings. So, for the Parasquare to connect and to form a bracelet, you'll need two different strings. No, not 2 different. Two strings. So you just need to extend the cord. Extend the cord, but like cut it in half. Cut it in half, so that way like both of them can connect. Now, here's how to connect it. So you're gonna take 1 string, and you're gonna take. So like it doesn't matter like for the pattern. It doesn't matter what pattern you use. Either 2 and 2, or 3 and 2, or any of that. But we're going with like this way because it's more simpler and it's easy for you guys to to connect it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this string, pull it through the bead, and then what I like to do is put this bead up and put it through, and then into the other bead, because because when I do that, it's like a lot simpler like this. So let's pull this a little bit. You don't want to pull it like a snag like this. You don't want to pull it too much, okay? You don't want to pull it too much. So you're gonna take your second square, which in my case is my black. Now, once we from here, we went through this bead. Now we're gonna go through this bead here. So you're gonna go through here, and then put this up, push it through this bead, and then into. Actually, you just gotta pull it, and then through the 3rd bead, which is this one. And then snag it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start dealing with these, but this is how it's supposed to be. Just make sure you throw it through the first bead, just for this first string, okay? And I'll show you guys what to do with the second string. Okay, so I just finished connecting the beads, and realizing I have that much of a long string. Now, you don't need to like have like a super long string, and because the more you have the string, the more it's gonna get difficult, like I am right now. So what we're gonna do with this string, if you guys can see it, is we're gonna go through like just like the first string. We connected through the top. Now we're gonna connect this to the bottom. It's similar to how we did it here, but like this one's at the bottom. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna put through you're gonna pull it through here. Oh, let me move this out of the way. And then you're gonna put it through these 2, like that, and then pull it through. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the black. Or whatever color you have. And then through here. And then let's put through here and pull it. Okay? So I'm gonna start connecting through these, and then I'm gonna show you guys the tying part. Okay, so we have the whole beads, the whole squares connected. Now, this is where it gets difficult, the tying part. Now, I know if they say like the tying part, that should be easy, right? No. Sometimes when you tie it, you don't know like which one is your end, because it feels like, you know, like, oh, did I tie this one? Like, let's say, for example, you tie this one, and then you accidentally tie it in this, you know. So it's always best to know where your string is, so that way you don't get connected, you don't get confused. So what I like to do is, I like to like keep like one string to have something to hold this string, because that way it allow me to like continue tying with like one part of the bracelet. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna tie it. Now you see how like these two had jumped. This is show that like the tying part is almost processed. Now you're gonna tie it in a double or triple knot, whatever you prefer. And then once you have that, it is almost done. Since you have that, you're gonna cut off the remaining string, and then we're gonna do the tying part on the other end. You see how these two are free now? I know that sounded weird. Now you tie it up. Ignore the sound. That's like the rice cooker. So you gotta tie it same way how you do it, either double or triple. And then once you have that, take it and boom. Okay guys, so that is it. This is what the Parasquare is supposed to look like. Now, it may be simpler, it may not be like this one, you know, with the pink and brownish, but here's to know that this is really simple to make. It'll take you at least 20 to 30, some people take it like an hour to do it. I do it by like 20 minutes or so. So, this is simple to make, it's really easy. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below, and let me know what kind of other candy bracelets you want me to teach you guys. So other than, as the bracelet want to say, bye bye everybody.